And news breaking right now. Eknath Shinde faction issues whip to all Sena MLAs. Eknath Shinde faction has issued a whip. That's the news. All Shiv Sena MLAs get the whip to be present, even as the countdown has begun for the all-important Speaker's election to the Maharashtra Assembly. Piyush Ori joining us from the Vidhan Bhavan, the venue where the action is all set to take place this morning. Piyush, when we talk about the contest, what does it look like? Two of the prominent leaders said. One of them is, of course, Mr. Narvekar. The other is a first-time MLA as far as the Mahavikas Aghadi's candidate is concerned. What kind of a contest do we have before us?
So as you can see, over here that there are MLAs which are now coming out from Taj President Hotel and will be heading towards Vidhan Bhavan, where ultimately it's going to be all about numbers. There have been claims, there have been counter-claims, but now what we are going to be seeing is pure numbers. And the first test in this regard is going to be the election of Speaker. The BJP Shinde camp on its part have fielded Rahul Narvekar, whereas the Mahavikas Aghadi on its part have fielded Rajan Salvi. So now there's going to be a tough contest between who is going to be elected as Speaker, and from here on, afterwards, there's going to be a crucial floor test where we are going to be seeing that how much numbers does this government really have. The Eknath Shinde camp on its part says that, it has the numbers and it's a very strong government in terms of number formation. There are 50 MLAs that belong to the Eknath Shinde camp, and whereas the BJP has 120 MLAs. So there are a total of 170 MLAs. So as far the Eknath Shinde camp is concerned, they have the numbers. But now ultimately it's all going to be decided in the floor test that what is the real number formation. As I'm speaking to you today, right now, from Taj President, there are MLAs that are going to board this bus, and from here they're going to go to Maharashtra Vidhan Bhavan. They're going to elect the Speaker. Whose number is it going to be anyway? We are going to be seeing it in the
So Piyush Ori, you're there outside the Taj Hotel. Right. You're
yes,
there outside the Taj Hotel. So take us through some of the MLAs. Yeah. Have they boarded the bus? Have they arrived outside the hotel? What's happening?
So right now they have not boarded the bus. There is a bus which is now waiting for these MLAs to be taken to Maharashtra Vidhan Bhavan. There are going to be first set of MLAs who are going to board this bus, but as of now, the MLAs have not boarded the bus. We are waiting for the MLAs to board the bus, and when they are going to board the bus, we are going to be showing you the visuals. But as I said again, this is the first real test for the newly elected Chief Minister Eknath Shinde camp, and he knows that this is going to be a big test for which they have issued a whip to MLAs. So today you're going to see hectic activities, first at Taj President, where these MLAs are going to board the bus, and then at Maharashtra Vidhan Bhavan, where these MLAs are going to go and elect the Speaker, with BJP camp, having fielded Rahul Narvekar, and Mahavikas Aghadi having fielded Rajan Salvi. Back to you on the studio.
Right, Piyush, when we talk about the number of MLAs who are there at the Taj Hotel, yesterday too we had heard Eknath Shinde saying that, they have a total of nearly 170 MLAs as far as numbers are concerned. It looks as if Rahul Narvekar will be sailing through. But, what about the technicalities? When we talk about the fact that Uddhav Thackeray has been saying, he has expelled, as he says, Eknath Shinde. Eknath Shinde himself saying that his is the real Shiv Sena, because all the Sena leaders, all Sena MLAs are with him.
So as you know that there have been a lot of twists and turns in Maharashtra politics. Right from the beginning, when this all drama started, the Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray camp says that it is all treachery, this is fraud, and they do not accept the MLAs that have rebelled against them. Yesterday, we saw that Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray camp finally expelled Eknath Shinde for the anti-party activities. But ultimately, what we now have to know is also that the Eknath Shinde camp has the numbers. You know, he has got 39 MLAs, Shiv Sena MLAs with him. So technically speaking, he has the MLAs, he has the two-third majority, and yes, he does control Shiv Sena right now in this time of frame. But Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray camp realizes that, you know, he cannot afford to lose. So they are exercising the legal means as well as the political means. Legally, you know, what they have done is that, you know, they have disqualified the 16 MLAs, you know, the petition in which is there in Supreme Court, and this is going to be decided on July 11. Right now, they have not found any success legally, but what they're thinking is that, you know, as they have not found success legally, they are also taking a political route where they are, you know, trying to mobilize their party cadres and they're trying to garner support. How much it's going to help them, we are going to see. So as of now, what we are seeing is that, you know, since Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray camp does not have the numbers, they're exercising legal means in which they haven't achieved much success, and they're also taking political route to revive themselves. Back to you in the studio.
Right, Piyush, when we talk about, well, the Mahavikas Aghadi itself and the entire voting process as it will happen, will the fact that Eknath Shinde claims to have control over the Shiv Sena and Uddhav Thackeray claiming the same, could that have any bearing on the proceedings today, on the results that could be declared, or will each member vote individually?
Well, it is going to be very interesting today to see the numbers. You know, there have been a lot of claims and counter-claims ever since this entire drama, entire Maharashtra political pot boiler has occurred.